Hello everyone, I am Mr. Low from Excel Software. Today I would like to explain how to operate this MyInvoice portal. If you have not yet logged into MyInvoice Portal and do not know how to register for MyInvoice Portal, I suggest you first watch a video I recorded earlier. It teaches how to register for MyInvoice Portal, log in, how your company logs in, and how you add your employees. I have already made another video on that. Today, so in this video, I will explain how to operate MyInvoice Portal to give you a basic idea. So going back, actually, for those who are new to MyInvoice, let me first explain that this is a government website. MyTax is the site where we pay income tax and where we go every year to pay income tax, or where companies pay income tax.
This MyInvoice is hidden within our company's income tax or within the personal income tax website. Actually, there is another website called free. It is government.my. This is used for testing the e-invoice. If you want to test how to use it, the website is actually free. This free port takes 5 days to activate, 5 days to activate. So after you activate your MyTax, then you come to Freeport here using your IC and password exactly the same, just like the live website. So today I will use this Freeport for the tutorial because the live one contains personal information, which is inconvenient to show everyone. So today I am using this the Freeport website to teach everyone how to use the MyInvoice website. Log in with your IC and enter your password. After entering the password, it will definitely go to your personal income tax page. If it's live, below there will be some company related, how much tax was spent and so on. And above, there are many functions, including those PCB functions and so on. So this is a testing website. So the testing website doesn't have as many additional features. So on the testing website, here you see individual. You can choose a company and individual. In this individual section, it can be switched or it can be changed. So whether you switch or not is not important. This is not the most important point. The most important point is this, MyInvoice. You enter. After entering, the first thing, check at this triangle here, whether it is a company name or a personal name. This needs attention. Even if you log in through a personal or company, you should still check to be a bit safer. This is my personal suggestion. Sometimes when you log in, you might wonder why it goes to personal when you clearly use the company login. Before such situations occur, you can't tell from the outside. Here, it shows a personal name, so be a bit careful. Click in and check. After checking, and there are no issues, on the left side, there are these functions. You see there's a dashboard. These are data. I won't talk about data. How to set those invoice formats. I won't talk about these. I'll talk about the more common ones. I won't talk about submission. These are data. The more commonly used ones are these two documents. Documents are basically used every day because after processing the invoice, when your supplier sends you a document, you will see here, those with black dots are the ones you have received. Submit refers to the documents you have sent out, the ones you have sent out. These are the white dots. The black dots are the orders you received. So documents are basically what we need to check every day in the future, how many invoices we received and how many invoices we sent out. Then click in, you can see the content, and as you scroll down, you can see the product details, who the supplier is, the customer's name, and other such information. If it is within 72 hours, you can choose to reject, and then you can download those invoices. So this is a certified invoice. You see it will provide a QR code link. This QR code link is what we need to print on the invoice. So you open this link, go to the website. So it opens, its format is like this, who bought it, sent to whom, and it has this kind of information of how much money, which dates. So coming back to this document section, if you want to export many pages together and turn them into an Excel file, you can export to Excel from here. If you want to reject or cancel, you can also do that through the website here. So this is the document function. All right, that's it. Now let's explain how to use the MyInvoice website to issue an invoice to a customer. If a customer asks you for an invoice, how do you handle it? It's actually very simple. You just go to this new document, come to new document here. You see there are invoice, payee note, debit note, refund note, and some sale quote functions. So I'll just talk about the simplest one, which is the invoice. When a customer wants an invoice, it's a standard invoice. Both standard invoice and consolidated use this function. It's very simple. The difference is those classification codes. So for a standard invoice, you just start, and after starting, if you have your own receipt book and you want to use the receipt book number, you just enter your receipt book number here. Then here you can change the date, but for the date, it only allows you to backdate up to 72 hours. You can't exceed 72 hours, and you also can't choose tomorrow's or the day after tomorrow's date. You can only choose today or backdate up to 72 hours. Generally, we rarely change anything else, very rarely make changes. So besides this document number, if you have your own initial order and you want to use your initial order number, then you just override it, then continue.
If you continue, basically, if you set up for the first time and you have filled in the information correctly in MyInvoice Portal, it will automatically pop up. Okay, the information on the left side will automatically appear, which is your company's information. And on the right side is the customer's information. Okay, for the customer, they can use their apps, give you their apps, or download a photo from the apps. And you can upload that QR code here and it will fill in the information. I just entered it myself. Suppose it's personal, buying something personally. Okay, I go to the pet store to buy something. So here is the identification. So for this identification, you can enter the IC or the T number. Either one is enough. That's sufficient.
You don't necessarily need to enter both, right? Let's try entering this IC number. After entering the correct IC number, let's try validation. It's not allowed. It requires you to enter a T number. It requires you to enter a T number.
There are two methods. One method is you can use this magnifying glass. Okay, come here. You can use this website to enter their IC, search for their T number since they gave you the IC, right? Okay, this is one method. There's another method. Another method is to fill in the general public T number, EI 9 zeros, then 1 0. Entering this general public T number is also possible. There are two methods. Say which one you prefer, then you validate. After validating, it goes through, then enter the name, and if there is an SSN number, enter it. If not, just put NA. As for the email, whether you enter it or not, just put one in. Just put in an email address. Since it's not compulsory, it doesn't have a red dot. If your client doesn't give it to you, just enter your own email address. Anyway, no one will be concerned about not receiving an email. This is just for submission. But the phone number cannot be, the phone number is with the other party. Then for the address, you also need to enter it. So after entering the address, the postcode doesn't need to be entered. And then you can come here to enter the postcode along with the address, country, and everything here.
After filling it out without any issues, we proceed to the next step. Continue. Here is the product name. Generally, we trade in Malaysian ringgit. If you are trading in Singapore dollars, then enter Singapore dollars before adding the item.
Add item here, classification code. If it's standard, for standard, we use 022. Usually it's 022 unless it's a special industry. If it's not a special industry, we use 022. And here, okay, it's pet food. Okay, just simple. It doesn't have to be like, wow, what brand of pet food? There's no need for that. You're just reporting the invoice. Quantity here, you can put 1. If they buy 10 bags of pet food, 20 bags of pet food, it's not important. You don't have to make it very complicated. Then pet food, 1 pack is $50. Okay, 10 packs, 1 pack is $5. And anyway, the total is 50. Just enter 50 here. Then if there is any discount, fill it in if needed. And if there's any tax, if there is, fill it in. If not, we just add the item. When adding an item, if it says this needs to be filled, then you have to fill it. There's no choice. Just select something. If there's no text, just select no text. Then add it. After adding, it becomes a complete item. Okay, but this part can't be left blank. UOM can't be left blank either. So just enter something for UOM. Just enter anything. Since it's not important, if you have time, fill it in better. If not, just fill in something. After adding, it becomes one line. If there is a second item, just keep adding down there. So add another item up here. If there are no items, just continue. And usually like here, the frequency or period, we don't fill these in. So just continue. When you get here, you see everything is green. Green means no problem. Finally, after verification, you see there's no problem, then sign and submit. This document, sign and submit after submitting. So if you need to do it again, after submitting here, you still need to enter the ID card once more for verification. Confirm once more. Confirm after confirming. If you want to cancel, you just come back to this document here. You see, I already opened one just now. This order is $50. If you see there's a mistake, the information needs to be changed. It can't be changed. So there's no edit. It only has the cancel function. Then if you want to print it out and send it to the other party, you just download it and then send it to the other party. But this is in digital format. If you want it in PDF format, use the print function. And here you will see, this is its sample, the e-invoice. Sample e-invoice in PDF format. Of course, you might say, hey, there is a lot of information I don't want to show in the e-invoice format. Is that possible? So come here, visual template. This visual template here, I just randomly made it before, but you can add your own. Add your own, the template you want, the template name. Whether it's for invoice or cash use, then it's template name, description, and so on. So after entering, you can select which ones you want to take and which ones you don't. It's that simple. This is the way to create a standard e-invoice through My e-invoice. So if I want to do a consolidated e-invoice, I'll explain. Also, another thing, how do we issue a consolidated invoice to the customer? To issue a consolidated invoice, you also go back to this new document section. And here in the new document section, you also select invoice. There isn't a separate option called consolidated. You just use this invoice and then start. After starting, consolidated usually automatically has a number, so you don't need to do anything about the number. Then here at the date section, at most 3 days. We generally don't touch this part. We don't use the auto functions. Then continue. Check it out to see if it's your company name, or if you have 2 or 3 companies, you need to confirm which company it is first. Confirm the company, come over here. Of course, there are no clients here. So for IC, you put NA, not applicable. Then the D number is that 9 zeros. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 10. The general number is 9010, then validate. It fills in. Other names are general public, then registration number. All these SSN are all NA. If there's no address, also put NA. You can put NA for everything, then continue. After continuing, if it's in Malaysian ringgit, add an item. If adding an item, here it is 004. Consolidated is 004. And this is not the 0021 consolidated because it is submitted once a month. So it is 004. If my order number has already reached number 20 here, whether it's the fast order or a cash register order, it needs a number. Then up to 0050, a total of 33. 33 quantity, don't type 30, you just need to put 1. Similarly, this quantity is not important. This UN is not important. You can put anything. Then the most important thing is how much these 33 add up to. If it's 6,800, then you put 6,800. When you get here, remember to put not available in the text below. Not available is required for the number to be accepted. If you leave it blank, it won't be accepted. Then add this product. If you only have one product, this consolidated only needs the order number. It doesn't need the product name. How many products were sold is not needed, just the order number. Then let me say it again, a bit repetitive. Classification is 004, then just continue. Continue. Here you can put frequency is money. If it's money, this is for 3 months. If it's February, then choose February from the beginning of February to the end of February. Remember not to select the wrong month and then just continue. After continuing, basically, you see there should be no problem. Check once more. If you think there is no problem, then submit. When submitting, it will also ask you to confirm once more, enter your ID and password. And after entering, it will be considered a complete one. So you can go back to go check this transaction. If you want to print it out, you just go back to this document here. On this document side, the one we just opened, you have this print function. You can use this print function to print it out for your accountant. Similarly, on the right-hand side, there's a print option. You can print it out for your accountant for accounting purposes. So overall, the website is not difficult to operate. You see, there are only a few functions here. And for other report functions, if you want to understand more or know how to operate them, you can refer to the user guide. You see on the left side, there is a user guide. In this user guide, you will scroll down and for your first login, how to log in, how to scan the other party's QR code, how to add your colleague. Your colleague helps you create the invoice. Or if you want to add an accounting system, then API, how to create an invoice, how to do a consolidated invoice, how to scan the other party's QR code and some report functions, etc. There is a user guide here. So don't worry too much. If you really can't grasp it, I suggest you visit our website to find our videos. I will try to record more videos to explain the features of MyInvoice. I hope this video can help everyone. So, of course, you might ask Mr. Low, and if I'm doing night market or I'm a street vendor and I don't want to use the system, I prefer using the MyInvoice portal, what should I do? Actually, the government has made an app that is very useful, and this app is free called MyInvoice apps. There are 2 apps. One is My Tax, and the other is MyInvoice. So just download MyInvoice. So for the website, we log in through the My Tax website, but for the app, just directly download the MyInvoice app. You can log into the MyInvoice portal through this app using your phone, and the functions are exactly the same. Without further ado, let me show everyone how to operate this app. Have you all seen this? There are 2 different apps. One is My Tax and the other is MyInvoice. For the website, we use the My Tax login, but for the app, we only need MyInvoice. So when we download MyInvoice and enter for the first time, when you log in, it will ask for the My Tax IC and password, and it's the same as the live website password. So since I have logged in before, I will just log in here. Or if you haven't logged in before, it will usually ask you to download first. So after entering, don't get too excited yet. Let's check first. Let's see if it's under personal, MyInvoice, or under the company. All right, here we need to check first to confirm we look above, okay? In the top left corner, there are 3 dashes. Check there. If it's C, it's under the company. If it's IG, okay, it's personal. How do you switch to IG? Right next to this TN number, there's an arrow. Just click on the arrow here, and there's a switch taxpayer option. With switch taxpayer, you can switch between company or individual. Company or individual. If you want personal, to check personal information, whether a client has sent you that invoice, then you switch to individual. Switch to personal, and also check here with the 3 dots. At the top, the most important thing is to check here. Sometimes the information on the first page is not correct, but the one inside the 3 dots is the most accurate. This is IG. Under IG, there is a QR code. When you click on this QR code, it is under your name. In the future, when we buy things, we use this QR code, give it to the other party, and they can scan this QR code to verify. So directly, he doesn't need to key in our identification card and those income tax numbers, phone numbers, addresses. No need. You just need to show this QR code to the other party. If you are a company representative representing the company, then we switch back to the company. From under the company section, you will see this feature. There is also this QR code, and at the bottom right of this QR code, there is a download option. You can download it and print it out for your employees. So it's not recommended to use it casually. Only give it to employees you trust. It's only for e-invoicing purposes. So your company's income tax number, address, phone number, all are already in this QR code. So when you get here, the dashboard is the same as the website, and the submission information is also the same, so I won't explain these. This is your personal information, and I won't show it here. You can read it yourself. Then I want to explain this scan QR. The scan QR function is used to scan the invoice. Or invoice. In the future, every customer will have a slip, and we can scan that slip there. I'll confirm whether that slip is under our company name or not. This is the scan QR code function. Next is the document. The document is to check what the customer sent us or the invoice we received. It's here. Then you can check it through the apps. But when you get here, after you click in, when it pops up, the item is not below. If you want to see the item, you need to pay attention to the top. Next to info, there's a line item. So you need to use this line item to view the content inside. If you want to see detailed content, you just click in again. All the items will be listed out, and their tax classification code will be listed, and then the total amount. It's just that simple. So if you could want to see what you sent out, it's submit, and what you received is received. The other party says, hey, I sent you an email, go check it. If you want to reject, you go to this point. Okay, there's a 3-dot menu on top. You go to that 3-dot menu, reject, you just reject, and that's it. That's it. So we go back to the homepage. Besides the document, if you say you do it once a month, or the pet shop wants to issue a new document, it's new document. New document, then start following the video I mentioned earlier. How to fill it out on the website is exactly the same as how to fill it out in the apps. But here you have an additional scan function, which is more convenient. You don't have to use the website because the website doesn't have this scan function. You just point to your own. However, in the apps here, you have a scan function. You can teach the other person to show their app, and then you directly scan the other person's QR code. Then just continue. When you get here, it's the item. The item is this 3 dots and a plus, and it's the same. If it's consolidated, it's 004. If it's standard, it's 022. It's a compressed version of the website. Coming down to taxes, you need to enter the tax. If the tax is not there, you select not available. If you have SSD, you select choose tax as service tax. That's the whole concept. But this app doesn't have pre-pal or no pre-pal. So without pre-pal, I can't show everyone step by step how to use it. The operation method is exactly the same as the website. The website video I just showed everyone how to operate, exactly the same, except this is on the phone. And it's a smaller mini version, more convenient for our use. Finally, there's the help section here. Like the website, there's a user guide. If you don't like using a computer to open the MyInvoice portal, you can also view these notes through the app. Alex Chan has made many notes for everyone here. If you don't understand, you're welcome to visit our website for related information. That's how the MyInvoice website and MyInvoice app operate. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact me. I am Mr. Law from SL Software, and I hope this video can help everyone. Thank you.